So this question asks, what does the text indicate about geological formation at mistaken point? So we should find a information that is related to mistaken point mentioned in the text. So the text mentions that prehistoric human ancestors were found, which are from the Pleistocene era, discovered in Minatagawa Quarry in Japan. However, to study the emergence of the earliest multicellular organisms to appear on Earth, researchers must turn elsewhere, such as the mistaken point in Canada, which has blah 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 tens of fossils to be as documented a critical moment in evolutionary history. So, what can we conclude? So the first sentence mentions that about the Minatagawa quarry, but it is unnecessary. If you uh, find it really necessary, you should focus on elsewhere because, however, means that it contradicts the previous sentence. So we just have to make a prediction about the mistaken point that mistaken point has the earliest emergence of multicellular organisms. So if this, the scholars or scientists want to study the earliest emergence of the multicellular organisms, they should uh, learn that from mistaken point because it has a lot of 10,000 fossils which were emerged earlier than Minatagawa Quarry. The specimens were really old, so it's my prediction. Let's compare the answer choices. For the first answer choice A, it holds a greater number of fossils, but from a smaller variety of species than the formation in the Minatagawa Quarry does. Uh, it doesn't mention anything about uh, variety of species. So it does define the number of the fossils which were found in the 146 hectare reserve, but it doesn't mention about the variety of species. So the text doesn't mention about the amount of, but not about species. The text does mention about the amount, but not about the species. So thus A is out. Uh, uh, Choice B, it has provided evidence that the earliest human species may have emerged before the Pleistocene era. It contains misinformation about mistaken point because there's no information that uh, it says that human species have ever emerged before the Pleistocene era. Because if you look at the information about the mistaken point, it doesn't mention anything like that. The choice C comes close, but the text doesn't mention it being the widely known source. So it says it is widely considered by paleontologists to be the most valuable source of information about prehistoric life forms. Yeah, it is kind of like that if we think it in a bit deeply, but the text doesn't mention it at all. It says just together document a critical moment in evolutionary history. Just says this and doesn't specify the widely known word because it is not widely known, but together document a critical moment in evolutionary history. Just this. It's not really widely known. It doesn't mention anything about the popularity of the site. That's it. Thus, the C is out. If you were kind of confused whether to choose C or D, you should go with D because it is much more precise and 100% fits the answer. So the choice D says it contains specimens from an older time period than those found in formation in Minatagawa Quarry. So the answer choice D aligns with the prediction I made, and it is 100% correct because the uh, text mentions that to study the earliest multicellular organisms, scientists, paleontologists, should turn to the site known as mistaken points. The text says about mistaken point that it has the earliest multicellular organisms emergence. So you should go with the answer choice B. That's it.